Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make orecchiette pasta with Italian sausage, caramelized apples, and onions. Cue the music. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you joining us from whatever platform you are watching on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and then share this video and this channel with everybody you know. Like I said, we're going to be making orecchiette with Italian sausage and caramelized apples and onions. So let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are for this. We've got 2 medium onions that we've diced, 2 apples, cored, seeded, and diced, 3 cloves of garlic that we minced, 1 bunch of fresh parsley chopped, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 pound of mild Italian sausage, 4 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon dried thyme, 1 teaspoon dried basil, 1 teaspoon of my Mediterranean mix that we're going to talk about here in a second, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 cup of dry white or red wine, and a pound of orecchiette pasta. I've got the pasta cooking over there. Let's talk about my seasonings here. I mentioned that I've got a teaspoon of my Mediterranean blend. I have got a store on my website, it's onlyfood.biz, where I sell different varieties of spice blends, and I have Mediterranean spice, which is pretty much the same as Italian seasoning. Got a little bit of a French twist in there too, with most of the herbs and spices that come from that region in the Mediterranean. You can have it shipped to you whole like this, or I can mill it for you like this one, and it's up to you. But go ahead and check that out. It's on my website, www.itsonlyfood.biz, and just check it out. You don't have to buy anything, just want you to visit, see what it's all about. Alright, got the link right there too. Alright, so got everything I need. Let's head over to the stove and look at our mise en place, and then we'll start cooking. We are over at the stove and our counter with our mise en place on there. We've got all of our ingredients, our utensils that we're going to use, and also our pan. So we're going to focus on the pan and we'll start cooking. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat on to about a medium high. Get that pan hot. Or add our olive oil right on in. Alright, let's get our Italian sausage in there. You want to just throw this into the hot oil, so I'm just going to set it right in here, flatten it out a bit, and I'm going to use my meat chopper kind of thingy here that I've got, and we'll just break this up as it cooks. Basically all you want to do here is you want to cook this until it's fully cooked and it's crumbled up. So that's what we're going to do. I'll meet you on the other side of this transition. Alright, there it is, cooked, crumbled up really nice. So what I want to do now is I want to take the ground beef, the Italian sausage out. We're going to put it in a separate dish. You want to leave the fat in. Turn this down just a little bit till we're ready to resume. Get this out of here into a separate dish, slide it over there in your mise en place. Now, the mise en place did not have the orecchiette pasta in it, as some of you may have noticed. That is behind us in the sink, draining. I did reserve a cup of the pasta water, which is behind us over there. So that's what we're going to use when we go to make the rest of this. But let me get this out of here. Leave that fat in there. You've got a little bit in there, it's fine if you don't get it all. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw our butter in. Let that melt a little bit. And what we're going to do with that butter and the fat, we're going to perfume it with the thyme, the seasonings, salt and pepper, and the basil. And we're just going to cook that up. Let that get perfumed and start releasing its aromatics. And then we are going to add the onions. Stir those up. Get them all covered with everything. Then you're going to add your apples right on in there. Stir that up. that smells good. We'll turn the heat up to about a medium high. I'm going to put a lid on this. We're just going to let this cook down. Alright, this smells incredible. There you go. Onions are soft and translucent. Let's see if our apples are getting soft. Spoon went right through it. So now it's time to add our garlic. Just toss that right in. Stir it up until it gets aromatic and you can smell it. Alright, I can smell the garlic now, so I'm adding the wine to it. And you just want to cook the wine down, stir it up really well, and you just want to kind of cook this down until it's gone. So I'm going to leave the lid off and let that do its thing. Alright, the wine is just about evaporated out of this. Alright, we're going to add our Orecchiette now. I am going to just cover this up real quick and let it get warm, and it'll be a little easier to stir in. A little try here. Got clumps. I'm trying to get rid of the clumps. Should have used a bigger pot. This will work. We're going to be okay. Alright, now we're going to add a little bit of the pasta water in here. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Kind of make a sauce out of everything with that pasta water. It'll help everything all come together. Now I'm going to sprinkle our meat in. And all the fat that's in there. And carefully stir this in. Don't want my dog getting that. Pull that out. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the pasta water in there. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to put the lid on, let that get heated up thoroughly through and through. And I'm going to add half of our parsley, half of our Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to stir this. I'm not going to run out of room, believe me. Might think of using a bigger pan if you're going to make this. Alright, we got the cheese in, so I'm going to turn the heat off. That's going to take up a lot of the liquid and I don't want it to burn. I wish you could smell this. Alright, this is pretty much done. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to plate it up. We are going to take some awesome pictures of this. I'm going to throw them into the timeline with some really good music. Lay back, look at those photos, listen to this music, and on the other side of that we're going to come back and we're going to taste this, so don't go away. Alright, beautiful pictures, lovely music. Let's give this a taste. God, this is really very complex. You see that? Got that sausage, a little bit of the pasta on there. Oh man. You got the sweetness and the spicy from the Italian sausage. Even though it's mild, it's still got a little bit of that tang and the heat. Good fennel. Got chewiness of that pasta. And then that Parmesan cheese just gives it a little nuttiness. It's really cool. Got the apple in there, a little crunch, even though it's cooked all the way through. Onion gives it a little bite. Oh man, this is really, really good. Got a little bit of that apple on there. Right there. Oh man, sweetness from that apple. I use Fuji apples for this, so you can try any apple you want, doesn't really matter. But you don't need to peel them either. You just cut them up, and that skin will do you a lot of good too. There's another big old bite. A little bit of everything on that one. Alright, I'm going to eat all this. This is really, really good. Recipe link for this is down in the description box, along with link for my store. Check these spices out. Like I said, you don't have to buy anything. Be happy if you did, but you don't need to. I just want you to go check it out. Look around. There's a lot of good things there. I'm glad you showed up today to watch me make it. I hope you make this. You will not regret it. This is a fantastic pasta dish. Even the kids will love it. Take care of yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen.